Thank you, Nick. Missouri lawmakers want AI companies to know the state is open for business, but only if those companies can play by the rules. A group of lawmakers called the Future Caucus is rolling out some proposed regulations for AI data centers. Our Missouri Capitol reporter Hannah Falcon is in Jefferson City breaking down what this bill does.
Lawmakers see data centers as an economic opportunity, and in this proposed regulation, they're treating data centers like any other manufacturer. The regulation addresses two main concerns: water and energy usage. If passed, data centers would have to pay for energy infrastructure upgrades needed and agree to front the cost of using needed energy. Data centers would also need to acquire water use permits from the Department of Natural Resources and may be required to offset their water usage by creating a closed-loop freshwater system.
We have to make sure that that cost is not passed on in any situation to consumers. We want to protect our residents first before we start to look to reap the benefits of this kind of investment into our state.
This legislation was just recently introduced and has a long way to go before it can get to the governor's desk, but the sponsors hope to get it moving quickly. Reporting in Jefferson City, I'm Hannah Falcon.